In this course, we'll be taking a look at how you refine your ideas using what we call the Affinity process. There essentially are 5 steps in this process, which is also known as affinity diagramming or affinity mapping. It's a technique used in ideation and problem solving to organize and categorize a large number of ideas or information into meaningful groups. It helps in identifying patterns, themes, and relationships amongst the different ideas generated during brainstorming sessions. Here's how it works. First, you start with idea generation. You begin by generating a large number of ideas, usually in the form of sticky notes or index cards, or if you're using an online tool like a whiteboard or a Miro board, that will help tremendously in terms of collaboration. Each idea should be written concisely and clearly. Think bullets or short sentences, not full paragraphs. Idea grouping. Once you have the ideas put together, then you start to group the related ideas. This process involves looking for commonalities, similarities, or connections between the ideas. Ideas that share a common theme or concept are placed together. You then go ahead and you label these ideas. What are the overarching themes or concepts that caused you to connect them to each other? This helps to provide a clear and concise understanding of what's in each group. Then you refine them. You review, you look at the groupings, you ensure that each idea is placed in the most appropriate group. This may also involve moving ideas between groups or creating new groups to accommodate ideas that don't fit well within the existing categories. You discuss and analyze. Once the ideas are organized into groups, participants engage in discussions to further take a look at the relationships and the patterns within each group. This helps uncover deeper insights and prioritize ideas or identify potential areas for further exploration. The affinity process is particularly useful when dealing with a large volume of ideas or when there's a need to make sense of the diverse and unstructured information. It promotes greater collaboration, encourages a diversity of perspectives, and helps the team gain a holistic view. Step 1 is idea generation itself. Previously, in another course, we've talked through the different ideation approaches that you can take. In all cases, what you want to do is encourage creativity. To do this, you want to make sure that you have the maximum participation from as diverse a group of people as possible. You want to reserve any judgment. You want to make sure that you're actively listening and encouraging all people to participate. You want your feedback to be positive and encouraging. You want to hold off on any critique, criticism, ratings, or reviews until all have been able to offer up their thoughts or ideas. Key question to ask yourself in this stage and in all stages: do we have enough diversity of personnel and perspective to make sure that we're not missing something? There is a step 1A, and step 1A is reviewing the ideas. And again, this cycles back to a concept called Johari's window, but we don't know what we don't know. So the more people that you have engaged in helping you to ideate, the more diverse perspectives you have, the less likely you are to miss something major. Some breakthrough idea, some breakthrough concepts, some breakthrough product, solution, program, or innovation that might help you gain and maintain a competitive edge. Step 2 is grouping the ideas by affinity. This is where you connect the ideas based on similarities or commonalities that you and others see that leads to these natural groupings. Step 3 is you label the groups. What are the overarching themes or concepts? Why did you connect these different ideas together in this particular group? Step 4 is you refine, you review, and you may move ideas around, you may modify themes, you may also create new groups. Again, getting as many people involved in this process, getting your stakeholder group, both internal and external people that have a vested interest in the success of your firm, including suppliers, manufacturers, operational people, finance, marketing, IT, your salespeople, your support people. And anybody and everybody that has a stake in the success of your enterprise should be involved in this process in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just to periodically refine and review and make suggestions. You also want to include external stakeholders and beyond. So external stakeholders would include suppliers to your organization, but also would include customers and maybe advisors, consultants, regulatory agents, and other folks, board members, etc. The beyond is, think of indirect competitors. You know, if you're a nonprofit and you're trying to raise funds, you have all sorts of indirect competitors for maybe your cause or for related causes. If you're a business and you're selling some form of entertainment, you may have many other ways in which people can spend their money on a Friday or Saturday night on a weekend other than what you have to offer. And so you need to think beyond just the obvious. The final step is to discuss and analyze. Why are they a group? Which are the highest priorities? And again, if there are differences of opinion, differences of perspective, it's good to talk it through and then reshuffle the deck, change themes, reposition the ideas, etc., until the group as a whole feels good about the way in which things are structured. Now you've got ideas and groupings of ideas that you can then do further market research on and evaluate to see which ones might be the best ideas to take into the market.